Today, we will learn about equipment and product status labeling. Status labeling ensures easy identification, traceability, and it avoids mix-ups and contamination of products and many other errors. Therefore, it is vital to understand the labels to determine the actual status of equipment, product, and area status tags. It is necessary to affix status labels for equipment's real-time status. For an instance equipment under cleaning or ready for use. Every manufacturing unit has an SOP on status labeling, which clearly explains about various status labels like cleaned, to be cleaned, in process, rejected, and many others. Further in this class, we will look at those tags, how to read and understand them. You can see two status labels on this screen to be affixed on the equipment. One to be cleaned status label has red color and cleaned status label has green color for easy identification between uncleaned and cleaned equipment. Further, these labels have equipment name, equipment number, batch number of product, and previous product used for traceability. The to be cleaned tag has a status label which consists of information such as processing completed on, date and time both. This is important information as some products are sticky in nature and the equipment has to be cleaned within its dirty equipment hold time. Hold time is nothing but engineers have determined if you don't clean a dirty, used equipment within a time period, the cleaning done after that would leave some residue of the chemicals due to their sticky nature. The residue of the previous chemical can contaminate the next product. Therefore, the cleaning has to be completed within the hold time. The cleaning label has the date and time when equipment is cleaned, also the validity of the cleaned equipment. The validity means only one thing, that after the cleaning, as per procedure, if the equipment is not used for a certain number of days, it has to be recleaned. Moreover, every status label should be signed by production and verified by quality assurance personnel on the floor. If we can pay attention to the label on the screen, this is an equipment tag ready for use. We will go over information in this tag and relevant importance and meaning of the information. First thing you see is name of the equipment, which could be anything. It could be weighing balance to weigh chemicals and other agents. It could be a pH meter. It could also be a commercial size blender to mix powders, or one of many equipment used in this industry for mixing, weighing, cleaning, and production-related activities and support. This tag also has information on which product will be manufactured or supported by this equipment next or previously. After equipment ID number, the product name row is one of the important ones. Product name is important to be mentioned as this information will get transcribed on the next tag. For example, once the cleaned equipment is used and the production is done, the person who will clean the equipment now will create a tag. To be cleaned, this personnel will transcribe the information of the product name and lot on the next tag. And many times, looking at the product description, the cleaning person knows how soon to clean this equipment, and in busy companies can also determine and prioritize their workloads, as it depends on stickiness and validity of the time that this equipment should be cleaned within. Quality assurance official also signs these tags as a final authority to check that the tag has all relevant information and this information is accurate. These labels can also be used to show the status of an ongoing activity, which is generally completed in many days of hours with breaks in between where work has to be stalled and resume again, and for people to understand where exactly the work is in terms of the stage it is in. These status tags can be used for an area, equipment, or an area. For an instance is a production is ongoing for 3 days in a clean room. The room status at the end of a work day with the help of a tag will provide information about how much work has been completed and how many pallets, trays, crates, etc. have been filled, the lot number of the product along with the name and some other relevant information. This tag may look slightly different at different companies. Some companies may use word crate, some may use word tray, some may use words like pallets, but all other information should be same across the industry. Besides the current production state, the next processing stage is also mentioned, so the manufacturing technicians who they are beginning the process next day have an idea where things were left off. All these in-process labels are signed and approved by quality assurance personnel. We will go into details and more in-depth knowledge of quality assurance personnel that manufacturing technicians deal with day in and day out. We have covered all status and equipment tags so far that a manufacturing technician would be directly responsible for. Now let's find out other tags used within a company that manufacturing technician may not interact with or work with. But in today's session, we will go over those tags and who are the responsible people executing those. So far we have learned about all the status tags related to equipment, and you can see this tag on screen as inspected goods. This simply means that any chemicals, raw materials used for manufacturing are checked or cross-verified by the warehouse department, Warehouse department is responsible for creating, filling, and attaching these tags to all incoming materials. All manufacturing technicians should pay attention to these tags when bringing raw materials from the warehouse to ensure the incoming material has a tag that confirms that this material has been checked by their quality control. Information on this tag maybe varies company to company. This tag can be used in both warehouse and production departments. As you can see on the screen, product status label, and the first row mentions QA release quality assurance department, along with the supply chain department ensures the release into market. This label simply means that this product lot has been checked and ready to be released in the market and meets all criteria. Moreover, the other tag simply mentions that this lot has not been inspected by the quality assurance department personnel and cannot be released into the market. Although you may never have exposure to these tags as your job after the production will end, and these tags are used at the time of shipment and interaction of a manufacturing technician is none at this stage. We would like you to understand all types of tags, as this could be an extra addition to your knowledge regarding all types of tags. On the QA release to the market, you see a row with a R number. This is called analytical number. Analytical is a department that do the final release testing that the drug strength and claims are conformed with the test, and AR number is the report number. We will learn about analytical department in next sessions and your interactions with them. This department is responsible for testing the product being manufactured at a company. You can see next status label on the screen, rejected product status label, that finished product has specific lot or batch number which does not comply with the product quality standard, which means it has failed some type of testing and not appropriate to be released in the market, and it happens many times within this industry. Product lots get rejected and why many reasons. Those examples would be discussed in upcoming classes. This lot or batch number which is rejected and cannot be released into the market is stored in a separate area designated as the rejected lot area in the company. A rejected label is always in red color. This label is always attached to the rejected lot for a warning unfit to be released. EHS department would dispose these lots of in manner that the waste rejected lot doesn't pollute the environment. The environment, health and safety department within every company ensures safe disposal of rejected chemicals. As you can see on the screen, another tag that is called hold slip. It applies to manufactured and completed, but testing or many other release-related tests are not done. Thus, until we get the final results that the drug is safe to be released, the product shall be on hold, and this tag should be on it for warning not to bother touching it, and concerned person will move it further when all appropriate pending items are completed to this pot to next stage, which is inspected and ready to be released for that matter. It can be concluded from this training that status labeling is an important requirement of good manufacturing practice. The labels are uniquely color-coded for easy identification and to prevent product mix-ups. The status labels should be used at every step of the manufacturing process, and the responsible person should affix the correct status label. All the status labels should be handled carefully, all sections should be appropriately filled, and should be signed and dated by an authorized person per status labeling SOP. This industry is a compliance-driven industry. Keeping these details in your mind makes you a disciplined and knowledgeable manufacturing technician.